All right, looks like we are live. All right, so I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna start streaming. All right. All right, so I'm watching PayPal and Palantir right now. Thinking I want to make a move on PayPal. Since I got 100, it looks like we're actually responding at this level right here, so I'm going to grab a call on PayPal just like right away. I'm gonna grab it for next week, September 6th. I'm gonna look at the $73 call. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so I'm in right here. I grabbed a $73 call. This is PayPal, so it might take some more time. But what I'm looking at is it looks like it's touched this trend line that's kind of been respecting, and what I'm expecting is for it to try to continue up. 73 is resistance, so I got a call for 73. Let me actually share that with the Discord real quick. One moment, family. Hey, good morning. Good morning. NVIDIA earnings today. I think NVIDIA earnings is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, give me a second. I'm just announcing this to the family. All right, let's see. I paid 96 for it. All right, got that out to the family. Just had to send that out. All right, so I'm in that trade. I just want to kind of mark it up for like go in and kind of find my first draw support. I'm draw support down there, or that's going to be my stop loss. kind of got this on the 5 minutes, so PayPal likes to move slow, so this is going to be a slower moving trade more than likely. For now, I'll draw that up to the 70. I'll draw that up to that peak right there. And all right, there we go. So, well, we may end up breaking down. Let's see. Let me see how we're looking on the EMAs. So down, up, down. All right, so the EMAs are actually across to the downside right now. So actually, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this to see if we can continue this bullish momentum. If not, I might, I just want to kind of like stay in, ride this until, I'm sure it's bullish. All right. Oh, yeah, let me alert some people that this is live. All right. All right, what strategy am I looking at? So right now, this is a higher time frame trade. This is a 4-hour time frame trade. Since I'm trading with $100, I put $96 in the trade. What I want to do is I want to take a trade that I can actually ride a good distance. So essentially just buying off the trend line and trying to ride this to the next level. I got in right here at about 71.80, and my target is to about 73. And it doesn't expire till next week. So I bought myself time. I don't have to worry about theta. And, if we don't break here, actually, let me tighten my stop. I don't want it that close or that far. All right, so, yeah, if we hold up here and we continue the trend, then the next target after 73 is actually up here at 76, 77. So I kind of just want to see how this goes. Make sure we don't really break here. And as long as we don't break here, that's going to be a pretty good move. I think if this contract moves to, PayPal moves to $73, this contract should be worth, this contract will be worth 143, and that'll be about a 50% return. So that's going to be my $100 account trade. But I'm still going to look at other trades just because I have other accounts. and that's going to be a slow trade. All right, so looking at the SPY. On the morning, the SPY is trending down. Wait, okay, so if you're looking for 73, why have it on a 4-hour range? All right, so let's see. Right here, it's on a 4-hour range because honestly, PayPal isn't going to just run up to 73. Like each one of these candles, I'm focusing on trading options. Do I trade any futures? So I don't trade futures. I traded Forex before, but I was doing that through prop funds, and most of the prop funds, they don't take USA traders anymore, so I just left what was I going to say? I left Forex alone, and I haven't traded futures yet. I'm going to get into that at some point, but it probably won't be this year, if I'm being honest. So no, I don't trade Forex, or I don't trade Forex or futures. But yeah, look at this on the 4-hour just because PayPal moves kind of slow, and if I try to look at it on a daily, or if I try to look at it on a 5-minute chart, it's not going to do too much. But if I look at where it is at the end of the day, this contract will have likely made a decent return. All right, Louis, okay, I see you, family. Just got in on Tesla. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, yeah, Tesla just broke this trend line. I wish I would have had that alert in there. All right, so Tesla, first area I would look for Tesla to kind of, maybe see a little resistance is right here at this 208 level. I wish I had got in on that. Let's take a look on a lower time frame. So they also recently just got this cross to the downside. Yeah, Tesla's falling like a knife. You got to be watching Tesla to succeed off a Tesla trade. Does my screen look frozen? Oh yeah, it straight up does. Hold on, let me see what's going on with my screen. Hold on, I'm gonna try to drop my screen real quick. I didn't realize y'all couldn't see my screen, or that my screen was looking frozen. All right, let me just get this adjusted real quick. Shrink that down a little bit more. All right, there we go. Yeah, I had no idea y'all couldn't see what I was talking about. Oh, right now y'all just see everything on my screen. All right, so going back, looking at PayPal. looks okay. Tesla. As for right now, as long as Tesla stays below this 13 EMA, it looks straight. It looks, honestly, if you caught that move down, I would be happy with profits if you caught it from up here. Yeah, but going on, looking at the SPY. Still in the big sell zone. So looking at what I have for the SPY, here, let me see. It says, what hours per day do I typically trade? So I would say like usually like within the first two, and then I would say the last two. It's like I'm not going to, I try not to sit in the trade all day though. And I try not to sit at the computer all day. Like for instance, this PayPal trade I took, I'm not going to be able to sit here and just watch this. It looks like it's playing out. Let me see how we're doing on that actually real quick. All right, so nothing incredible on that PayPal trade. It looks like it's moving, but I'm up $1 on it, up 1%. But it's cool. But yeah, I just trade in the, like right now, it is, we're 18 minutes in the market open, and I'll probably I'll probably be on for like another hour, 10 minutes or so before I like go do something, maybe work out or start trying to make some videos or something. But if I get like one nice trade in the morning, hey, I'm done. Like I'm not trying to sit here all day, because the longer I sit here, look at this, I start making bad decisions. Let's look at the Qs. So the Qs looks like it may be breaking down. Let's see. All right, so the Q's kind of broke support. It's in a downtrend. We have some complete candles below. See if we have a nice little trend here. Let's see what it looks like on the 15. 10. Now it looks like it might be coming back up. I want to first, I'm going to try to see how that holds up. Okay, so if I walk away from my trade, I set up, yeah, so when I walk away from trades, like say this PayPal, when I'm done, I have an alert on this trend line right here. So I like right click on the trend line. I'll right click on the trend line, edit trend line alert. It's already there, so I'm going to be alerted anyway. And then you can see this little dotted line up here. I'll have alert for that as well. Also need to set an alert for my stop. I'll probably have my stop right there. Or I'll put it at 171 because I got some time on it. All right, so I have my alert for the stop right there. So yeah, that's how I do whenever I step away. All right, do I trade as main income or side hustle? All right, so trading is not my main income source. It's side hustle. There have been times where it's definitely made me a lot more than my main income source, but I've tried to just trade and it went well, but or it went well until it didn't. Like it's like there are times when I'm hot and there's times when I'm not, and it's like when I don't know, when I'm not hot or whenever like the trades start getting bad, it's kind of like the whole revenge trading thing started happening. So it's like being able to step away and know that I have money elsewhere. It's like so much better. All right, hold up. Okay. Side hustle for me, main income too risky. Yeah, same here. And side hustle. Yeah, it's like right now I'm working to build up my portfolios bigger to where it's like work doesn't matter, all this other stuff doesn't matter. But as of right now, it all matters. So how do I determine my position sizing? Honestly, it just depends on how much I'm trading with. Like right now, this PayPal trade, that's almost my whole trade. I'm trying to get a position or a contract that I think is actually going to do something. But like I want enough to make like a difference and something with potential. Whereas if I'm trading with 1,000, usually I'll look to use like maybe 200, 250. I don't need like a $250 contract. I may buy like 5 contracts instead. But if I'm trading with 100, that 100 is probably going into that whole contract, or maybe I'll get 1 or 2 contracts, kind of depending on it. It really just depends on like the account size when it comes to position sizing. Like there are some stocks I won't trade right now just because of the size of my account and the way that things move. All right. Do I swing trade or just trade options? I do both. Yeah, I do both. I swing trade and I trade options. Like last week I swung some shares of, no, I didn't swing them actually, but I swing trade. I do swing trade. And then like I even swing trade options. That's what I would say I do the most. I swing trade options. Like this PayPal, if this doesn't happen today, it won't surprise me if it doesn't. Actually, I want it to alert me over here. Not trying to get too greedy. Alright, if I haven't already, I should make a tutorial on charts and indicators on TradingView. So I have made that video. I have like 2 TradingView channels videos on my channel. I was thinking about making another one. It hasn't been that long ago. They were both made this year, but it's like I was thinking about every now and then I want to redo my videos, make them more professional, just make them better. So that's not out of the question. And then hold on, I need to check on. I want to see how Palantir is doing from yesterday. I should have been up on it this morning. I just want to check the progress because that's the. Oh yeah, I'm barely up on that from yesterday, but hey, we're still up on it. I make a good amount of money swing trading right now. I quit day trading and hey, I'm with you, family. Right there, it's like day trading is there's too much market manipulation really when it comes to day trading. It's like just these market makers and the way they're able to manipulate the markets and kind of push stocks where they want to. They know where the stocks need to go. It's like you give yourself more time for a trade, you allow yourself more time to be right. So swing trading is definitely a lot better than day trading in my opinion. Like day trading, you have to not be greedy. You have to see the trade, you have to get the right entry, and everything just has to kind of work your way, especially if you're trading with options and not stock. All right. My friend does it full time. She's actually really good at it. She can flip 5. Hey, that's honestly, I don't think I've ever done anything like that. 500 to 5K. That's nice. That is nice. Alright, so still downtrending on the SPY. Let's see if we have anything we're respecting right here. See how that holds up. Let's see how the Q's holding up. Alright, the Q's still look like it may be coming down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing about options, that's the big thing that sucks. Like, the bigger moves are made on hours, and a lot of times, like, when I saw, hey, they're moving everything after hours. Like, say we have CPI, PPI, some kind of announcement like 30 minutes before market open, and then like the SPY or the Qs just move like $5, and then maybe throughout the rest of the day, during the market's open, you got it moves maybe a total of like $1 or $2 or just retraces. That's a big issue for me. And then earnings after hours, that's why I don't play earnings with options. It's like I can I like to maybe play with shares a little bit in the after hours, so you can actually take advantage of that after hours movement, because a lot of times the stock will usually have like one crazy impulse movement, and it'll like move into like a supply or a demand zone, and then hold up. I don't know what's happening with my. Let me try to. Yo, this is tweaking. Hold up. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. When they beat earnings, doesn't even mean it'll go up. Sometimes they miss earnings and the stock goes, oh, hold up. So we have some data that's supposed to come in right now, actually. Let's see. So Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Right here, consumer confidence came in above. So should see some kind of move from that. Hold up. This is the first candle, so let's see if that really affects anything. This is when consumer confidence occurred. Will I post this video on my channel? I guess. Yeah, I think the one from yesterday just kind of uploaded on its own. And as long as I don't do anything to make a complete fool of myself, hey, yeah, I'll just let it stick up there on my channel. I don't see why not. It's all cool with me. Yeah, the way I see it is like everything I upload to my channel is like that is a learning experience for anyone who wants to take or view it, and I would hope that everyone can learn from my mistakes. Going back in to check on this PayPal, it looks like we could potentially, like on the 5 minute chart, we've kind of been technically on a downtrend. If you're just looking at the cross of the EMAs, looks like it could be getting ready to cross. So we'll still have to watch this. This is why with PayPal, this is definitely one I have to look at on hours. And yeah, I have to look at it on the hourly chart because it moves so slow. But when it moves, it's like it moves good because it's like from the 5th of August to, from the 5th of August to like 2 days, it had like a run from 58 up to 64. That's a nice percentage gain right there. We get another touch of the trend line over here, another one over here. So you get a run from 65 up to about 72. That's nice if you're looking at these lower time frames. All right, can I explain more in swing trading? Is it simply just buying a stock and selling it a few days later? I like your videos. Okay, so yeah, that's honestly, whenever it's not a day trade, like if it's longer than a day, that's a swing trade. So when it comes to like making trades, here, let me try to clear some of this out. I feel like it's hard to explain things when I have all this stuff all over the trade. So, say you are like watching this trend line, or say the higher time frames, anytime you see something on a higher chart or a higher time frame, you're going to want to swing trade instead of a day trade. Like right here, I see there's a trend on the 4-hour chart, and each one of these candles takes, each one of these candles takes 4 hours. So if I see, okay, it went from here to here and it took a minimum of 4 candles, that's like, oh, it's probably going to take at least 2 days to make that trade from this trend line again. So like over here, it touches again, 1, 2, that's 1 day, 1, 2, that's the next day, and then it kind of chills out. So it's like these trades can take time. So that's a case when you want to swing trade. But if you drop down to a 1 hour, it's like you can find trends on the 1 hour, or you can even find stuff on the 5 minute. Like if you see something on a 5 minute chart, like looking here today, I'm not really sure how perfect that is. I might try to readjust that. But say, let's say we end up like following this trend today, and it's like, okay, we bounce off right here, and now we're bouncing off again. Okay, say we sold off, I don't know how many that is, but say it's 12 candles. 12 candles on the 5 minute, that's like what, an hour? I think, yeah, that should be like an hour. So it's like, instead of, 2 candles being like a day, you got 10 candles on a smaller time frame trend line that is like just an hour. And it's like, you can day trade that, but it's like you're not gonna catch the full move for something you chart on a higher time frame if you're just day trading. And it says swing trading is basically anything between long-term investing and day trading. So one thing I'll kind of say about like what some people would consider long-term investing and like trading is like, I think like when it kind of comes down to how long you've been in the market, what you consider to be long-term. Like I would consider anything longer than like 2 years to be long term, but some people would say like, hey, maybe you're expecting to hold it at least 5 years or just hold on to it forever. But like when it comes to like when I'm looking at stocks I really want to buy for the long term, I'll look at them on the monthly chart, I'll look at them on the weekly chart, and of course we'll also take in the fundamentals. Like one I'm adding it in right now is PayPal and Tesla. I'm actually adding Tesla too right now. PayPal or Tesla fundamentals are immensely better. They're immensely better in my opinion. Like they have a lot more businesses and they're worth a lot more long term than they were when they were up here. It's like sure their revenue and the vehicles they were pushing was a lot more because of the fact that interest rates were lower. But if you look at the fact that hey, they're about to start cutting interest rates right now, and you look at the fact that they have so many more businesses and they're like leaders in these businesses, and that is like they're about to get a lot more business as spending is about to go up across just everywhere. It's like, hey, this is going to go up, and it's going to go up a lot higher this time. Like it's going to be worth a lot more than 400 when it goes up. So right now it's just an amazing opportunity, and this is just looking on the weekly or the monthly chart. So it's like right here looking at the monthly chart, like doing things like looking at, this is an institutional strategy if you haven't seen any videos on it, but supply and demand, this would be a good level to buy where you would see strong demand. Or maybe this would actually be first low or whatever. But looking at this trend line right here and how we got a touch over here and another touch over here, it looks like Tesla is getting ready to come back up. It's like it's not going to be as perfect on the longer time frames, but it's like I'll use technical analysis on the longer time frames to pick up stocks that I really want as well. Like I want to pick up some more Palantir, and when I look at it on the weekly, it's kind of been trading in this channel, so I kind of like it. Like right now, it's like there was a point in time I was happy picking it up. I was like picking up a lot around this $14, $15 area. But now it's like, hey, I'm happy to pick it up around 28. All right, so PayPal, we're still moving up. And like this is the weekly chart for PayPal. It's like if you look at it day to day, it doesn't really look like it's moving much, but when you take some time, like if you decided to swing and get in right here, 58, all the way up to about 73, that's a 25% return. Just swinging some stocks. All right, so it looks like that support held up today. We kind of came down, we wicked it. Here, let's see something. We'll see how this little daily resistance on this trend line holds up. And it's like if we get a break of this, then it's like, hey, we might look to move either upwards or just consolidate right here. This is how I use these trend lines. Hey, what's up, Steve Jobs? All right, I finally get to watch live and now have COVID. Dang. Prayers go out to Steve's job. Hey, no need to. Hey, just get well soon, family. All right, so. What is Vail? Let me take a look at Vail. What's up, Sir Swain? Vail, what is this company? I feel like I've heard of it. I don't really know anything about it, but Vail engages in production and exploration of iron ore, pellets, manganese. All right, so it sounds like a commodity type company. Check their chart. It's a value stock, Brazilian. Okay. Do they pay dividends? Oh yeah, that's a 12% dividend yield. Right now on the weekly, it looks like it's trending down. But yeah, and on this PayPal trade, I wanted to see how I was going to respond to this trend line today. Were we looking at the Qs or were we looking at SPY? Oh, we were looking at SPY. So, looks like the trend line is holding up as of right now, and kind of looking at it, I haven't necessarily identified like a lower end or a lower kind of trend on this. So right now, if you were to look for a continuation or look for a target place for this to come to, it would probably be down here where it kind of found support. Or actually, this is normally when I would stop trading. I'll probably go for another 45 minutes or so, just kind of chilling here, like talking to you guys and like just watching the charts. But yeah, by the time, like once I see, like if I was in a SPY trade, once I see this, hey, I'm done. I'm going to go to the gym, go do something else, because it's not too much going on. But it could come into this and like say once it like fully gets like over here around like 9:35 where this candle is, maybe it continues. But yeah, as of right now, it doesn't really look like anything's going on. One other thing that looks interesting, we have the Dixie, which is the US dollar index, that's coming down a little bit. So yeah, usually as this comes down, the market pushes up. Oh, hold on. I usually look on this on the 4-hour. So yeah, coming down a little bit, this could lead the market to push up a little later. We'll kind of just have to see how it responds. Yeah, but I would definitely be done right now because there's not much going on. Okay. All right. Looks like if we break below this, a next level is going to be about 559. So let's see if we get a break. Yeah, it looks like we might be moving a little bit on the SPY now. PayPal has not done a thing. All right, let's take a look at NVIDIA. I'm gonna try to see if my earnings outlook has changed at all. Alright, so I don't really see too much going on with NVIDIA. I'm gonna look at it on the higher time frames. Alright, so on the monthly chart, yeah, I just see bullishness mostly. There is a lot of resistance. It looks like, okay, so it looks like so far it kind of like held that 123 level. So that's probably going to serve as support for now. Wait, can I explain where the next support might be? You feel like you can identify resistance? Are we talking about for NVIDIA? Here, let's I don't really like his weekly chart. NVIDIA is all over the place, so going on looking at NVIDIA right now, when looking at support, I would say, so support's not ever really a perfect line, but what I like to do is kind of like right here, I look at the body of the candle, where it starts, where it closes, and like right here we have, like we're wrapping this line right here with these, here, let me draw this out a little further, kind of wrapping it over here, so we're touching over here, touching right here, and then we come back, touch over here, and then we're kind of close. But if I were to draw it as more of like a zone, probably look something a little more like this kind of area right here. So support would be kind of this region from about 124.72 down to, might even come down to about 123. SPY, so it's going to ultimately depend on the time frame that you're on SPY. So I kind of draw supports. So there's going to be two supports. So it looks like we may kind of have a trend going. So there's trend line supports and then there's straight line support. So looking at kind of this trend that the SPY has been respecting, this support is going to move up. So like if the SPY were to fall down this hour, the SPY support would be about 556.70. And then if we look on a lower time frame, it's looking like support is kind of from about 559 to about 558. Yeah, we'll just throw that 558 range in there. Going down to the 5 minute, does look like we are getting pretty close to getting above this trend line. So this trend line may end up becoming support if we can get like a complete candle above it, because it's starting to look like it wants to get above this trend line. Look at it on some different time frames. So if we switch and look at the 10 minute, you see how kind of the narrative changes. like looking on the 5 minutes, like we come up, we consolidate, we go out. But now looking on the 10 minutes, like, okay, we've been bullish since we hit this low at 840, and now it looks like we're breaking out. So this would be, I'm not going to take this trade because I'm already in the PayPal, and I don't feel a strong enough conviction about this. But if I were trying to scalp or take a quick day trade, I would target this next high right here and enter right here at this break on 560. And probably, yeah, have my stop loss somewhere right here. Looking at the risk to reward ratio, it's nothing crazy, but this is usually going to be lower on a day trade than it is going to be on a swing trade. So to those of you that don't understand the risk to reward, basically that 1 to 5 is saying for every, I guess, 1.5, you can get a trade 1.5 or wrong 1.5 times and still be profitable. So for instance, hitting the stop loss, you lose 60 cents. Say you lose that twice. All right, that is 120 or whatever. But say you get the trade right this one time. All right, that's 97. So if you got the trade wrong 1.5 times, you would still be a little profitable on a trade. Because I believe 1.5 would actually be, that would be a total of like 90 cents, and you still be up 7.5% overall. So that's how that risk to reward ratio works. So yeah, and this is how trend lines work. So as you can see, we got the break of the trend line right here. We are seeing movement, and it looks like we're pretty close to our target. So yeah, you target this next high, and then if you want to continue to try to ride that up, what you can essentially do is draw a trend line. So you can try from the lower, you can try from the wick, like which is going to be the edge. But I usually like to first try from the bodies. So this would be the trend line I drew, and as long as we're above this on the 5-minute chart, then it works out as smooth. So yeah, the first target is going to be right here at about 61.05. Here, let me find that price target tool. So yeah, first target, second target would be just a little bit higher. It's not too much higher, but 561.52. All right, so we hit our first price target. All right, that's out of there. So the next price target would be up here. And then the third price target would be up a little bit higher at about 561.70 or 561.72 or so. So yeah, right there off the break of that trend line, hey, we got nice little movement. That's kind of the way things work. All right, so now we're getting our movement in PayPal. That's cool too. See how we're doing on that. All right, so we're up 9% on PayPal, $9. It's cool. That Pouncer trade I'm in, I'm down $11 on, but that's a bigger move I'm looking for on that, so I'm not tripping too much. Yeah, going back to the SPY though. All right, so we hit that first target. And one thing that's important to remember is the stock market doesn't move in a straight line. So if we look at this same trend line I drew on the 1 minute, what's really going on is, all right, so we see this trend line, like some of these breaks they would just be little wicks. But it goes up and it has its pullbacks, goes up, pullback, went up. So now we would expect a pullback, and as long as the pullback is still, respecting this trend, it's all good. Like, it's all normal. So, like, say you wanted to get in on this while the stock is still, like, say you wanted to initially get in, like, over here, or I guess over here, but it kept running. What you essentially do is, if you had already identified the trend, just wait for this consolidation and wait for it to meet over here, and then get in on the trend. Because actually, this is, like, while we're looking at the 1 minute, this is what I did with PayPal on the 4 hour. Oh, no, hold on, that's Palantir. I was about to say, that looks wrong. But yeah, it's like PayPal touched over here, didn't get another chance, but then today finally came over, touched this trend line, and I think it's going to be something bigger. I think it's going to be, honestly, a lot bigger than 73. I think it could run up to 76, but it's like by the time we get to 73, I may set some kind of stop loss on it, stop limit order, just to, like, I want to see if I can get more profits, but I also don't want to miss out. So going back, looking at the SPY. All right, let's see how that movement was going. So we got a little pullback on the SPY, nothing too major, but like, you do want to see that we get pullbacks, like we get that movement. So our next price target was about 561.50. And I'm not too big a fan of day trading. Day trading the SPY on lower time frames because the contracts are expensive for them now. Like, if I wanted to get a daily and I wanted to get something close to the money, let me see what they're going for right now. Yeah, so right now, if I compare this to the PayPal contract I got like 2 strikes out of the money for, I think it was like the next strike. I got 1 strike out of the money for $100. If I do that with the SPY today, it's like $60. But I didn't get this week on PayPal, I got next week. So I got about, I'm going to say about 10 days for $100, whereas with the SPY, you get like less than a day for $100. So it's just like, you need to be right, you need to catch the move right, you need to hope that you're not getting caught in movement like this. But yeah, we're going on to take out that next target right here. It's looking good. So top target on the day is going to be, oh no, it looks like top target is actually, I said like 561.70, but it looks like it's right here over at about like 567. So right now, still looking good, still looking bullish. Yeah, getting good moving on that. Oh, PayPal is moving up more too. So let's see, PayPal. All right, we're up 10% on PayPal. Hey, 10% on a $100 account. Hey, not looking too bad. I used to do a challenge on my channel that it was the Robinhood challenge, and my goal was to make 10% a week. Hey, where I'm at right now, I'm good for the week. All that with one trade. So a lot of times, once I kind of get a trend like this, well, I already have a trend line, so I see that. But like, say I got multiple contracts, and it's like really running in a short time frame. Like on the 1 minute, it's still like moving up pretty steep. I'll drop down to the 1 minute. I'll turn on the 13 EMA, and like as long as we stay above it, I will like stay in the trade. And like if we pull back and come to it, it's like, okay, I will close out some of the positions, or I'll just close all of it and be done, because I personally do not just like sitting here in front of the screen just waiting. Yeah, but it's trying to make its way. I think I think our final target was up here about like 561.69. And then beyond that, our target is 564. I don't have like a real target after that, or at least not for the day. Or guess after that, next would be about 562. Then it comes all the way up to like 563. What kind of move it wants to make on the day, hey, that's on it. We do a quick check on the chart on Palantir. So Palantir has this big bullish candle on the day, and this is one of the things about swing trading that you'll see is once again found this move on the weekly, and like looking on the 4 hour, we got like a nice bearish movement, but now we're getting this return, and it'll likely come up here to meet this EMA, or if I draw a trend line, maybe I can draw it from the top wicks. So it'll likely come up here, and I'm probably just going to try to ride this trend line coming down as far as I can. So my target was over here, but ultimately I'll try to ride this trend line as far as I can down. So we'll see how this ends up playing. All right, so it looks like the SPY kind of pulled back. Going back here, let's see. Yeah, on the 5 minute. So on the 1 minute chart, that would have been enough to sell me out. But also that's also like a healthy regular pullback. So if you're watching on the 5 minute chart, it's like, yo, you're still going, you're still in a trend. If you look on a 10 minute chart, still pretty bullish. Like we've barely even been above, and this trend is still very new. And when you turn on the 48 EMA, it looks like we could be about to get across. Well, let me see if I can adjust let's see if I can adjust the stream. All right. I'm gonna have to learn how to do this. Yeah, so this is what a stream looks like behind the scenes. It's like my first time really dealing with any of this. Surprisingly, I haven't got any ads or anything today. Like yesterday, I was getting ads like crazy on this little screen I'm using over here. But I see I can insert ads. I see I can delay ads. I see people like kind of, ask like a little poll on their stream. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do. I don't really see that, so I'll just leave that alone for now. It's tweaking again. Alright, so now it looks like we're getting some consolidation candles, but we still have this trend over here. So it's like consolidation. Once again, one of the points when it's like, okay, I'm cutting out, I'm done with this trade. But once again, while it's respecting this trade, you see we have this cross to the upside, which is bullish. While it's respecting this trend line, there is still likely more upside and more steam in this trade. All right, looks like we're heading for that next target. All right, let me check my PayPal trade. We're still moving up on that too. Actually, looks like the PayPal pulled back. I'm up 6% now. I was up like 10 earlier. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to just sit here and consolidate now. All right, family, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm about to cut out. I'm going to let these, you see the trend lines? So to anybody who took this, yeah, how much of a move is that? So from the break, so it's not a bad move, about $1.44. Yeah, I'm about to cut out. To anyone who sees this or was interested in this trade, I drew this trend line, I believe, on the 5 minute. Actually, I might have drawn it on the 10 or the 15. No, I think I drew it on the 5. But yeah, the SPY is still respecting this trend line. So I think it has upside as long as it goes and doesn't cross. You see how what it looked like when we crossed to the upside. So if we get across like this to the downside, hey, then we're probably out on it. But yeah, I'm about to eat some breakfast. If I exit the trade, if you're in the Discord, you will get an alert on that. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna eat some breakfast, go exercise, go work out, maybe record a video. So yeah, let's get this spread, family. I will see you later today. What's